What's up? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Make sure you drop a like as you head in here. How's everybody doing? All right. We're going to get straight into this. What's up? What's up, bro? We had some trades go down yesterday, so that's going to be a little exciting for some value for the slate today. We got a lot of ways we could go. I mean, it's a nice size slate, so we got a lot to talk about. What's up? Another good night, 292. Man, yesterday was great, man. Yesterday was great. Scored 3 something. Over 320, 320, I believe, last night. Night before that, 360. Pimpin' ain't easy. Ready to get this money kills, Cam. Let's get it. What's up, Keekster? Who do you like as center tonight? I'll start answering questions really soon. You was dead on with Matthews. Yeah, Wesley Matthews was great value. Happy Wednesday, Cam. You too, bro. You too, bro. What's going on, y'all? Let everybody file in here real quick. And then we'll get started. Salute, Cam. Cam, man, what's up? Kevin D, what's up? Bankroll Theory, what's going on, man? All right. Let's get to this shit. And once we get about, I'd say 50 people, we'll go ahead and start getting into things. Dead on with Matthews. Yes, Matthews' value worked out great. I like Drummond, Cat, Teague, and Ibaka. I definitely like Drummond and Cat and Teague and Ibaka. I'm with you. A whole lot of value. Yes, we do have some good value with those trades going down yesterday. We do have some solid value today for sure. Welcome to the live show, everybody. If this is your first time here, welcome. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The website is greenlightdfs.com. You're probably going to hear a bunch of people, if you're new, talk about Greenlight DFS as the live is going on. That is my website. Check it out. Let's get it. Yes, sir, Jason. Greg Repa. Yo, Cam, how many Thunder are too many tonight? I'd say a few. What do you think about Aaron Gordon? I think he's okay. That's all I think of. How about that Mookie trade, Cam? I know, bro. There's going to be a lot of stacking the Dodgers this year. The Dodgers are definitely the favorite. Aaron Gordon is good price. Let me check on him real quick. We have Aaron Gordon at 6'2" against Boston. Ideally, we won about 36. The last few games he's played really, really well. But before that, he hadn't hit 36 since before December 30th. He's hit it twice since December 30th. The last few games have been really good, though, so maybe that's a sign of things to come. Man, what, Chris G? Sad Red Sox fan here. I know, Keister. I can't imagine, man. If I was a Red Sox fan, I'd be pissed off we lost bets. Do you think Pat Connaughton will do good in the dunk contest? I don't know. He's not the guy I'll be rooting for. What's up, Cam? What's up, Frank? Kemba and Smart is out. Yes, value. We got some solid plays on the slate. Bertan's winning the 3-point. I'm going to go with Dame. I'm a huge Dame fan. First thing first, let's get these likes up. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Okay, you guys heard Jay Cutlet. He said drop a like down below. First things first. Drop that like down below if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Comment anything in the comment section. And then you're good to go. Ask away. Kyle Lowry in a good spot at a cheap price against Indy. 6'8" seems underpriced to me. In GPP, I completely understand. That's fine. Culver's a lock. I love Culver. I do love Culver. What about Hayward, Brown, and Tatum tonight, or Cantor with Dice out? I have a lot of interest in Cantor. I can't fault you on playing Hayward or Brown or Tatum. Cantor's great, though. I like Cantor. Grant Williams' thoughts. Does he see similar run that he did last game? I don't know. It's hard to predict. With Tice out, probably. He'll see some solid run. I think the Cantor's still going to be limited. Grant, since Kemba and Smart are out, do you like Gordon Hayward? Yes. Let me check those prices on those guys real quick, and then we'll get into injuries and stuff real quick. All right, let me check their prices. Gordon Hayward is priced up to 7.6. Jaylen Brown is 7.3. And then Jason Tatum is 7.9. Orlando is a solid defense. So just keep that in mind. Can Dinwiddie pay off that 8K price tag? I like LeVert. What center do you like tonight? I like Karl Anthony Towns, Andre Drummond. Cam, how do you like Duncan Robinson today on DK for 4,500 in cash or GPP? And what about Olenek for 34 with? I think Olenek is a sleeper play for sure. Duncan Robinson a little too much for me, but yeah. No sweet tea, no water today, man. Nance tonight, he's priced up too much. If Porter Jr. starts with no Grant, can he smash? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Before I get back to injury stuff real quick, I'm sorry. Before I get into answering questions, I want to get into the injury information. You guys know I like to start the live show off with the injury info. So starting off with Phoenix, Detroit, we got Aaron Baines is out. Ty Jerome is out. Saric is out. Kaminsky's out. Tyler Johnson's out. Cameron Johnson's out. Everyone's out. I heard they called up the water boy. They called up the guy who cleans the jerseys. Those two guys are going to be starting. Markieff Morris is questionable for Detroit. Svi is out for Detroit. Bruce Brown will play. Derrick Rose will miss. They did raise Bruce Brown's price, though, sadly. For Orlando, Boston, Evan Fournier is probable. Birch will play. Kemba is out. Tice is out. Smart is out, okay? With Tice being out, obviously, that's a big bump to Enes Kanter. He's probably still going to be limited. So like somebody mentioned earlier, Grant Williams is an interesting cheap play for GPP. But Kanter definitely the way I would prefer at 4.2. He can do a lot of damage in limited minutes. So even when he's on a minutes limit, I think Enes Kanter is a fine play, as well as Gordon Hayward, Jaylen, Tatum. If I had to choose, I'd probably go Jaylen or Hayward over Tatum solely because they're cheaper. TJ Leaf is questionable. TJ Warren is still out. Victor Oladipo will play. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is questionable. And then for Golden State, Brooklyn, we got D'Angelo Russell is back. Kyrie is still out. And Temple and Joe Harris will play. And then Cleveland, OKC, we got Zizic out. Tristan Thompson probably out. So obviously Nance is going to get a bump. Kevin Love's going to get a bump. Love's pricing is now at 8K, so it is going up. In a tough matchup for big men against OKC. And, so Terrence Ferguson is in. And then Atlanta, Minnesota. These two teams were in that trade conversation yesterday. We got Reddish still out. Bruno is questionable. DeAndre Bembry's out. DeAndre Hunter is questionable. Jabari Parker is out. Okay. Clint Capella and Hilario, the two players that Atlanta picked up yesterday, are not going to be active yet. Okay. So they're not available. We got Trae Young will play. Horder will play. And then Alex Len is still out. On Minnesota, they picked up Malik Beasley. They picked up Juan Hernan-Gomez, who we actually played at super low ownership last night, who returned value beautifully. They got Evan Turner, Jared Vanderbilt. All those guys are going to be unavailable. Malik Beasley was a good grab by them, though. He's a good guard off the bench. Alan Crabb is questionable. And then let's finish this up. Valanciunas is questionable. Keep an eye on that. Some real guys could pop up because of that. JJ Barea questionable. Seth Curry questionable. Both those dudes missing. That's a bigger bump to Brunson. Luka is still out. So Porzingis. Denver, Utah. Denver picked up Vonleh. They also picked up Shabazz Napier. Both of them aren't going to be available. Jeremy Grant is doubtful to play. So if Michael Porter Jr. plays, he will be a very solid option. If he doesn't, then we will talk about other value options that we have for Denver big men. Really, I like Jokic with this news, okay? If Porter misses and Jeremy Grant is out, I like Jokic. Jokic gets some bump in that situation, but there's definitely some value there too, so we'll talk about that. Justice Winslow for Miami is out. Kyle Alexander is out. Tyler Herro is out. And Myers Leonard is out for Miami. All right. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to start answering questions. Let me come back over here. All right. Drop a like if you haven't already. How are we looking for DK tonight, Cam? Always looking good. Always. What else we got? What about playing Trae Young? In GPP, I think it's fine. In cash, no reason. Reggie Jackson or Conley Fanduel? Reggie Jackson or Conley? Let me check their prices over on Fanduel. Probably Reggie Jackson. But let me make sure their prices. Conley's 4.3. Jackson's 5. Yeah, I would go. Good question, but I would go Reggie probably. Straight up. Do you like Jimmy Butler tonight? No, I won't have much exposure to him. Hernan Gomez, good play last night with 7 points from taking down the GPP. Still won 600, not bad. That's what's up. That's what's up. If you had to select one from following for GPP, who would it be? Collins, Tatum, Bam Bam. For GPP, probably Tatum. What's good, Gam? Haywood, what's up, bro? Dawson Wright, Jay Brown, and Cash, he's fine. My optimizer is spitting out Tatum and Cantor for Boston, Derrick Jones Jr., Reggie Jackson, and like 5 T-Wolves. Yeah, the Timberwolves are short, especially guys coming off the bench are going to get more minutes. D-Lo revenge game. Thanks for the live, by the way. Possible. Do you like Schroeder? I don't think there's much revenge to be had there, though. You like Schroeder on FanDuel? Let me check Dennis Schroeder's price on FanDuel. Schroeder's 6.6 over here. There's other options I like more. I like spending $300 more for Wiggins. I like going Spencer Dinwiddie at 7K. Like Dinwiddie's a really good play over there. Let me see. Colin Sexton in cash. I don't think he's he's been playing fine. I don't think he's a lock. I think he's more of a GPP, honestly. What about Kelly Oubre? I think he's okay. I won't have much exposure to Oubre, though. Love again with no Tristan Thompson. Problem is he's going against a solid defense against bigs, and he was priced up now. He was, 7.3, 7.2 last game. That's why we played him, and he went off. But at 8K, he's priced up a little bit against a tough defense against bigs. Naz Reid at 3K tonight. I think he's solid value for GPPs. We playing Towns tonight, Cam. Towns is an amazing option tonight. 2 center night. I can completely see a double center night for sure because you got Enes Kanter, Towns, Jokic. If Grant, listen, remember I said this. If Grant and Porter miss, a center that not many people are probably talking about that is going to be big tonight is Jokic. Just curious, what was your cash score on DK last night? Over 320. Thoughts on SGA on FanDuel? Sean Gilchrist Alexander. 7.5. No. Wiggins or Dinwiddie over him. LeVert is definitely in play. With all the value from Minnesota, would Reggie Jackson, Bruce Brown be better for GPPs? I think Reggie Jackson is still fine because his price is still let me remind myself. Reggie Jackson, I definitely want some exposure to at 4.9. I mean, at 5K, we need 30 for 6X. I think he can definitely hit that against Phoenix. Bruce Brown's price did go up a little bit more than I would love. How do you feel about D. Jones for Heat with all the people out? I think he's sneaky. I definitely think he's sneaky. What T-Wolves value do you think will be worth it? The T-Wolves value that I think is sneaky today, first and foremost, Jarrett Culver at 3.9. I'm going to have a lot of exposure to him. Keelan Martin coming off the bench is going to be interesting as well. Somebody mentioned Naz Reid earlier. He's fine. Those are the guys that I'd probably want. My main exposure, I want Jarrett Culver. What about a Koji? Okoji's interesting. He's not a guy I usually love playing though because he just doesn't do much with his opportunity. But yes, he's another solid value guy as well. At 4K, 24 for value is fine. Is fading Cantor fine for GPP? I think that's fine. You just got to hope he doesn't do much with the limited time. You know he's probably still going to be limited. So you just got to hope that Orlando, being a solid defense, is able to hold him under value. So, yeah, in GPP, that's solid thinking. You like LeVert again? It is Culver a must start. I don't know if Culver's a must start, but I really, really, really love him. And he's been a value that I've been using a lot today. You like LeVert again? Yes. What about Gorgie Dang? I think he's solid for GPPs. I definitely think he's solid for GPP. Cam, thoughts on this? Jackson, Wiggins, Jones, Porzingis, Reed, Culver, Tatum, Cat. GPP, I like it. Are any of the guards for the Thunder worth price on DK? Let's take a look at that. Obviously, the matchup against Cleveland is great. You can't get much better of a matchup. I'd probably go Gilchrist-Alexander. Would probably be the main guy that I would want exposure to from there. Schroeder's plays well at 6'7". He's fine. I think Alexander's the one I would want most exposure to, though. I'd lean Alexander and then Schroeder and then Paul in that order. I love the price for Drummond, so I think Cat will be tough to get in. I love the price for Drummond as well. He's probably my favorite center if I had to choose, point per dollar wise. I definitely like Andre Drummond. A lot of people are going to be on Karl Anthony Towns tonight, so it would be a sneaky route to go Drummond instead of him. Against Phoenix, who struggles against bigs, I think it's an interesting idea for sure. The prices the prices for these guards are not great. Signed up to Greenlight DFS today. Looking forward to your lineups. Let's get it, Adolfo. Let's do it again. Do you like Trae Young? In GPP, I always love Trae Young. You don't even have to ask me. All right. In GPP, I always love him. He's 10-1, so we need right around 60 for 6x. He's proven multiple times that he could do that, if not more than that. And a great matchup against Minnesota. So Trae Young in GPP is fine. Cam is the man. Appreciate you, Anchor. Can you trust my boy Sabonis against the Raptors? And then if so, run it back with Lowry? If you decide you want to go Sabonis, which I won't have a ton of exposure to because there's other forwards I have interest in, like Porzingis, obviously. I talked about Derrick Jones Jr. as value against the Clippers. Maxi Kleber's only 4.5. His price dropped down. I think this is a time to buy Maxi Kleber at that price. So I won't have much Sabonis. At 9.2, I don't think he's necessary. Top studs for GPP. Top spend-ups in GPP. Jokic. I think Jokic's going to be lower owned than he should, especially with Grant and Porter banged up. If Porter misses, and now they're without Juan Hernangomez, Jokic's probably going to dominate. I know the matchup against Utah isn't ideal, which is going to keep his ownership lower. But, I mean, he's going to have to play a ton of minutes. As long as Gobert's out there, he's going to have to be there. They're going to need his size for sure. So I think Jokic's really interesting for GPP. I think, obviously, being able to go maybe Jokic and Towns and Young would be interesting because you're getting two guys out of these top two totals. And then you're running it back with Jokic, who should be low owned. So my favorite spend-ups for GPP, Jokic and Trae Young. Towns is going to have some ownership. What do you think about DeAndre Jordan? I think he's very solid at his price. If you can get Cat and Drummond, go for it. Cat projecting at 5.7x and Drummond at 5.6 for me. Yeah, going both of those guys would be a definite good route to go for sure. If you want to get off of, like, if you want to go Cat but you don't want to go Drummond, or like I said, I've already said in this live, I do love Jokic. All right, Jokic is 400 more than Andre Drummond. Jokic just dropped 69. He did play yesterday, but he only played 30 minutes. I mean, this matchup against Utah, let me see how he has done against Gobert throughout his career. He's had some huge games. Most of the time when he gets 30 more minutes, he's had a 69 game against Gobert. He's had a 54 game against him. At 9.7, he just seems like good value, especially if they're missing big men. At work, we'll watch video later for answer. Need a couple chalk cheap plays. You need chalk cheap plays? I don't know about chalk cheap plays, but I'll tell you about cheap plays in general. I mentioned a bunch of them a minute ago. Jarrett Culver's probably my favorite value today with Minnesota getting rid of a lot of guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see Culver start at point guard. So keep an eye on that. Keelan Martin's going to be solid value for them. Naz Reid, Gorgie Dang, Okogie. It's a lot of Minnesota as value today, honestly. So I think Maxi Kleber's very good value too at 4-5. I think a lot of people might be sleeping on him, but his price is nice. Ayton will eat Drummond alive tonight. Jay Crowder, I don't know. I have nothing to say about Ayton eating Drummond alive tonight. I think Drummond's going to be great. I don't really know what you mean. Joker and Drummond route seems more optimal. Yeah, I mean, if you need the money down from Towns, I completely understand Joker. Ayton over Towns and GPP, yes. Towns is going to have more ownership. So if you want to get slick and get lower ownership, I would get off Towns and GPP. Towns still has some major upside, though. And I don't think he's going to be so crazy owned that you can't go Towns and GPP either, but Towns will definitely have more ownership than Ayton. Ayton will probably do well. Don't get me wrong. Ayton will probably have a solid game. But at 8-3, with the size of Drummond down low, it's still going to affect his rebounding. He had a great game last game, but I don't know. For 5X, you need about 45. I would rather Drummond. I think Houston buys out Tristan Thompson. Favorite punt power forward on Fanduel for GPP. Punt power forward. Let me look real quick. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. My favorite punt power forward. What do you mean punt? Like how low you got to go? Because I do like Maxi Kleber. I've mentioned him multiple times in this live. I do like him a lot. Naz Reid, we talked about him being value. Probably Naz. Probably Naz if you really want to punt. Hit that like button down below. Let's get over 100 likes real quick for your boy. Man, I'm thirsty. Towns, Drummond, Porzingis in the winning GPP lines tonight. I wouldn't be shocked to see it, Daniel. Teague or Reggie Jackson didn't play tonight. Atlanta's dealing with a lot of injuries. So, yes, Teague is in play and Reggie is in play. They are both playable with roughly 32 teams remaining in the NBA season. 32 games. Do you project a pricing change at all for the season pass membership? Yes, soon. Centers against Drummond. I like Ayton for a 50 burger tonight. Yeah, one of the viewers, David, mentioned earlier that he thinks that Ayton's going to dominate Drummond. That's an interesting take, and I think in GPP it's definitely an interesting way to go. Keep in mind, with Drummond's size down low, it is going to affect Ayton's rebounding ability, but if Ayton scores a whole bunch, he can kind of offset it. So, Cat and Drummond and Cash, I think that's fine. What about Woods tonight if Morris misses for 4,700 on DK Cam? I think he's fine. Cam is the truth. Do I like my high five still? Yes. For Cash, yes. This weirdo needs to roll out, dude. D. Russell in play for Cash. I think D. Russell's more of a GPP tonight. Cat and Drummond, I already answered that. Favorite shooting guard, FanDuel. Favorite shooting guard for FanDuel? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this. That's going to be Wiggins. Wiggins at 6'9". I love LeVert. I love Dinwiddie. Shooting guard is a position that I really like a lot of options at. The main guys I like are Andrew Wiggins with Minnesota losing guys in a great matchup against Atlanta. Dinwiddie with no Kyrie at only 7K. He's a huge value other than DraftKings. He's 1,000 less. And then Karis LeVert at 4.5 is too cheap. And Russell's fine for GPP as well over there. We in here to win dough. Yes, sir. How about Reggie Jackson for GPP? I think he's fine for cash too. Love Draymond and Hayward for low ownership. Yes. I think both will have lowish ownership today. How do you feel is what I'm asking. How do I feel about what? Can I throw Sabonis? Oh, okay. Can I throw Sabonis, Drummond, Jokic, and D. Russell in the lineup for GPP? I think it's fine. Sabonis, I'd go otherwise. I'd go a different way. But the other guys I like. Let's take one down then tonight, Cam, and get back on your grind. Good show. Y'all hit that motherfucking like button for your boy Cam if you already didn't. Hey, the last 2 nights straight, we have almost had takedowns. 2 in a row. We should have had one, man. Drop that like down below if you haven't already. What game is the best to stack? Probably getting as the Minnesota guys that you need in a great matchup against Atlanta. Get the Minnesota guys you like. That's the first thing. Get the right Minnesota value. Play Towns if you have the money, which right now I'm leaning. I like Towns. I like Jokic in GPP. He seems slick. Drummond's going to be a solid play. Any left for Jamal Murray at 5'9" on DK? We're going to have to kind of wait and see. They did just play yesterday, and Jamal just came back from injury. So pay attention to make sure he plays. All right. What about Bam Adebayo? Let me check Bam's price. I don't know which site you're referring to. Probably DraftKings. Bam Adebayo is 8-2. Great matchup against the Clippers. I love targeting big men against the Clippers. So in GPP, that's definitely slick. We need about, what, 45 out of him? Ideally, 50 would be great. Against the Clippers, I mean, he's going to get a lot of rebounds. When do you update your lineups for today? So the slate starts at 6 p.m. Central Time. We post 15 minutes before the slate starts. Because injury news and stuff like that, we like to be right on. We like to make sure we have everything updated with what we want. Thoughts on Rubio? Let me check his price. I know he's got a big one coming. That's why I shook my head. Like, I know he has a big one coming. You just don't know when it's coming. Do you like Grant Williams? I think he's okay. I think Cantor's still going to be limited. I think Cantor, don't get me wrong, I think Cantor's a great player. But I think Cantor's still going to be limited. And I think Grant Williams is going to benefit from that. Which OKC guys should I play today? Great matchup for them. Gilchrist Alexander and Dennis Schroeder. Is Reed going to play in place of Covington? Probably. The main thing we need to do the first thing we need to pay attention to is what this Minnesota starting lineup is going to be, okay? That's the first thing we want to wait and see, okay? We can have an idea. Like, I'm pretty sure that Jarrett Culver is going to be in the starting lineup. If I had to predict the starting lineup, for the Timberwolves, it would probably be, obviously, Wiggins and Towns are going to be in the lineup. So it's probably going to be Culver at point guard, Wiggins at shooting guard, Okogie. They like starting Okogie. Probably Reed and Towns. Probably Reed at power forward. I don't know who else they would play at power forward other than Naz Reed. So, yeah, I mean, you want to grab these values that are starting, especially the starting guys. So, yeah. I really want the Wolves to land D-Russ. He would help them out for sure, a lot. Them getting rid of Napier is a sign they're working on it. Teague is only play if Hunter misses again. Yeah, you want Hunter to miss because if Hunter doesn't miss, Teague's not starting. Top small forward on Fanduel. Let me go over to Fanduel real quick. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Let's see them likes go up to 100 likes right now. You said small forward. All right. Culver. I've been talking about Culver this entire live show. It's Jarrett Culver. Outside of that, I like Jaylen Brown's price at 6'6". You have other Minnesota guys too, like Tim Hardaway. If you have Barea and Seth Curry miss, Tim Hardaway is probably going to smash. So, yeah. Hope I answered that. Oh, my God. This dude is so weird, man. Dude is a weirdo. You think Dang is starting at power forward? Obviously, we're going to want to see. We're going to want to wait and see. Really, it's a wait and see. I think they really could go. They could go Dang. They could go Naz Reid. Who knows? All Minnesota players should be a safe play minute-wise. Yeah. All these Minnesota guys, look, when it comes to value, the best thing is getting value guys with minutes. Look, sometimes these guys can get 30 minutes and bust. There's nothing you can do about that. You just got to stay with your routine, do what you do, and it'll work out more than it doesn't. Would you play Deng at 4K? I think he's fine. If Culver starts, he's going to be a good value, 100%. Porzingis and GPP. Porzingis and whatever you're playing. Cash and GPP. Am I on anybody in Miami Clipper game? Bam. Do you think the Cavs holding TT out because he going to the Wiz? Maybe. That's an interesting take. What do you think about Culver, Cam? I love him, bro. I want that to be the topic of this live. I love Jarrett Culver today. He is a guy I'll have a ton of. I promise you. What is your approach with trade talks with some of these guys? You just kind of, it's a wait and see, period. And once the trade happens, take advantage of value that pops up. Like today we have Minnesota because of the trades that happened yesterday. So take advantage of them. That's it. Make sure you pay attention, obviously. Who's my top fade of the night? Who's my top fade? Probably Leonard. I'm not going to have much Kawhi Leonard at all at 9-8. Yeah, I'll say Kawhi. I'm not going to have much Kawhi. If he goes off, then it is what it is, but I'm just not going to play much of him. Wiggins on DK. Yeah, I like him. Give me something positive about Orlando Magic if that's in any way possible. A few people have talked about liking Aaron Gordon. I don't really love him. I don't love playing Magic players in general. Unless their matchup is just amazing. And the matchup today is not amazing. Myers Leonard versus JaMychal or Leonard is not going to be in. Leonard's out. Myers Leonard will miss. Enes Kanter. Yes, Joe. I talked about Enes earlier. I do like Enes Kanter at 4-2 a lot. Hey, Cam, can you give me some solid GPP plays? Yeah, we've talked about multiple options. I think some solid first GPP guy I want to talk about is Nikola Jokic, okay, or Jokic, okay. Jokic is 9-7. Okay, that's first thing. He did play yesterday, but he's 9-7. He dropped $300 down. Okay, he dropped a 69 against Portland and then smashed Detroit before that too. He has been balling. Okay, now to add on top of that, the matchup's not great. Okay, but to add on top of that, you have Jeremy Grant doubtful, and Michael Porter Jr. might not even play. Like, they are weak when it comes to big men, and Jokic is going to be forced to play a ton, regardless of back-to-back or not. So Jokic's the first guy that sticks out to me a lot in GPP. Another guy, Trae Young. He's always in play for GPP. Devin Booker at 8-3. I think he's got 50-plus upside, and at 8-3, he's solid value. Bam Adebayo, we've talked about a few times. I like him. John Collins. Down low in what's probably his last game without Capella. He's going to take a hit with Capella in. So maybe take advantage of that. And GPP, Siakam at 7-8 seems a little bit too cheap. But mainly, yeah, Jokic, Trae Young, Devin Booker are kind of guys that I really like for GPP. Let me see. Personally, my top fades, especially for Fanduel, is anyone who is a trade possibility. You just got to kind of, yeah, I mean, for Fanduel, you don't want to fuck around. If a guy could be traded, you probably don't want to play him. Dinwiddie and Cash. On Fanduel for sure. DK, it's more of a question mark. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you, what was I about to say? Hit the notification to let you know when I go live so you can come in and ask your questions every day. Thank you, my boy. No problem, bro. Hey, Cam, glad I caught some today. Just saw this. That's what's up, Aaron. Glad you made it. I didn't even tweet this out. at all. I didn't share this at all. And I don't have my phone to do it. Do I? Yeah, I don't have my phone on me, so I can't even tweet it out. I'm pretty sure our Twitter folks are in here by now. Tough night with trade deadline. Play a little lighter, especially on FanDuel. It could be rough on FanDuel, yeah, but DK is going to be big. I'm excited about DK, man. I love this slate. We have a ton of value, a lot of possibilities. It could really be a huge, high-scoring night once again, period. Hey, yo, when I get to come to Atlanta, I'm going to buy you a drink. You help me a lot. I don't live in Atlanta, Richard. I'm from Atlanta. I grew up in Atlanta, but now I live in Dallas. Thoughts on this? Jackson, Wiggins, Culver, Porzingis, Cat, Koji, Wood, Ibaka. I think it's fine. Any Cavs to run it back with Thunder players. So if you have to play some OKC players, then yes, run it back with Kevin Love. Run it back with Sexton. Those are the two guys I would be interested in. Hit the like button for our favorite grinder, Cam. Appreciate you, Aaron. Is Grant Williams worth a flyer on GPP? Yeah, that's fine in GPP. Favorite forward for cash at 5'9"? Oh, Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert for sure. Shout out Trippy D, Texas in the house. Congrats on getting that plumbing ran, Cam. New home builds are tough, bro. Stay patient. Yeah, man. I had been to where our house is being built, like that piece of land, a million times, and nothing had been happening. Obviously, I was waiting for the permit. Now that we got the permit done, they got the plumbing done already. It should be quick now. Do you do lineups or just projections? We have projections on our optimizer. We have our own optimizer at greenlightdfs.com. That is where our projections are. And yes, we do have lineups. LeVert's the play, Kyle, for sure. Any love for Nance or tough matchup? Tough matchup and his price is up a little bit. I won't have much of them. I'd prefer to just spend up for Love or go Sexton. Do you like Van Vliet on GPP, Cam? Last question for you. Van Vliet, GPP? Yeah, I think he's fine. Let me double check his price real quick. At 6'9", yeah. Wolves beat value probably is Culver today. Cat always a nice play. Yeah, Cat and Culver are great plays today, as well as whoever else gets starts. That's what you really want to pay attention to today. Damn, I have almost been on here 40 minutes. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Normally I like to just do 30 minutes and then roll out. I got to get back on this slate. Thank you guys for joining me, though. Drop a like before you head out. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully I was able to answer all your questions that you had. LeVert or Culver and DK. Culver because of price, but it would be great to get both. Do you like Brandon Clark? If no, yes, I do. Do you get lineup for your daily access package on? Do you get a yes? You do, Jay. And access to the optimizer if you want to enter multiple GPPs. Thanks, Cam. I'll watch from the beginning. That's what's up, Aaron. All right, thank you guys. Good luck, everybody. For your optimizer, do you use that line for your cash lines? No. Our optimizer is GPP. We make the projections on the optimizer based on GPP. It's not cash, okay? I promote my people. My fave line is built for cash. Even though our cash line sometimes puts up a bunch of like huge GPP numbers, I build it for safety, for my people to cash consistently. All right, the optimizer spits out GPP, so no, I do not use that. Jordan been killing Golden State the last few games. Yep. Thanks, OG. No problem, Sean. Let's get this bread. Yes, sir. No problem, Chris. John Garcia, no problem. Keister, no problem. Kyle, no problem. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. I'm going to head out, man. Drop a like on your way out. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.